Coming up on this week's newscast, the juniors are aiming to beat the national average in SAT scores, and the civil engineering class is working on an exciting new project. All of this and more on this week's episode. Get ready, BNN starts now. Hi, I'm Chris Pearson. For the 10th straight year, the speech team is sending students to the state finals. What makes this year special is that it will be the largest group to qualify in that time. The previous record was last season with 9 events, but this year, 13 students will compete in 13 events. They'll travel to Fishers High School just outside Indianapolis on March 7th and 8th, where they'll face about 400 students from across the state. The team hopes to place and bring home a state trophy. The last time they made it to the podium was in 2022, where they finished as a state runner-up. Monday, March 3rd, will be an e-learning day for most students, but not for the juniors. They'll be on campus taking the SAT. To help improve Bishop Noll's SAT scores, teachers have been incorporating test-taking strategies into the lessons for the past 2 years. Here with more on the process are Adrian Luna and Sebastian Maciel.
On March 3rd, Bishop Noll's junior class will take the Scholastic Aptitude Test, also known as the SAT. The SAT is used to measure a high school student's readiness for college and provide colleges with one common data point that can be used to compare applicants. Recognizing the importance of strong SAT scores in shaping students' futures, Bishop Noll is increasing its efforts to prepare students for success.
Some steps that the school is taking to better our SAT scores is one. I know the English department, specifically Ms. Flores, she's been taking a real big interest in helping students on the English portion and just overall how to better take the SAT. In her words, the SAT is not about knowledge, but how to take a test. So she's encouraging students and teaching students how to do just that. Another tool that the school is invested in is that students are able to go on Blue Book, the Blue Book app, and take SAT exams. The guidance department also has SAT tutoring options that students can sign up for if they so choose to.
In recent months, students have incorporated targeted SAT practice exercises, strategic test-taking techniques, and subject-specific skill-building activities into their daily lessons. These efforts aim to familiarize students with the format of the test and help them develop the critical thinking skills needed to excel.
Yeah, students can use their previous PSAT scores to better understand what topics they didn't do so well on. Again, using that Blue Book app, students can go and see what topics to study, take practice questions on said topics, so they can really hone in on those PSAT scores and try and better enhance their actual SAT score.
With the national average of the SAT being 1050 and the Indiana average being 971, Bishop Noll is striving to surpass these benchmarks with the class of 2026. The school's most recent average SAT score was 992, and faculty members are determined to help students improve by making the most of every opportunity to practice and refine their skills.
Some common mistakes, the number one common mistake that students make when preparing for the SAT is they just don't take the time to study. They don't take the time to understand what the test is, how the test is formatted, and just not preparing for it. So definitely utilize that College Board Blue Book app and start practicing.
One of the school's most innovative STEM courses is Civil Engineering and Architecture class, which uses project-based learning to teach real-world skills. Most recently, students have been designing and building a functional library space. Here with more on the project are Chris Pearson and Dan Turpin. Future architects and engineers are putting their skills to the test with this year's Civil Engineering and Architecture project, transforming an abandoned warehouse into a fully functional modern library. This hands-on challenge pushes students to think critically about real-world design while mastering advanced architectural software. The teacher behind it all, Mr. Laird, says he is very proud of how his students performed and hopes to bring it up a level in the following days to come.
So in the first semester, we talked a lot about residential design, designing homes for families. This is more about commercial design, offices, schools, libraries, obviously. And the things you take into account when you're designing a home are a lot different than you would for an office or a school or a library, because the amount of people, the size, all that is a lot different for a commercial building than a residential building.
While the project has pushed students to think critically about architecture and design, they also faced an unexpected challenge: adapting to a new software. This year, the class transitioned to Revit, an advanced architectural design program, which has changed the way students navigate key commands and tools. Despite the learning curve, students have risen to the challenge, mastering the software while bringing their visions for the library to life. Their dedication to problem solving and innovation is setting a new standard for future classes.
Putting in furniture, just things that I don't know, because like this is all very new to me. So I'm glad I have like YouTube just to like show me how to do things, but also Mr. Laird shows us, he helps us whenever we need help. Yeah.
Probably like working with the all the components at once, because we've kind of been thrown a lot at once, and if you look at the software, there's like a lot of moving parts. So trying to learn that and like look up the tutorials for that was pretty challenging. But eventually, we kind of just like got comfortable with like a few, and then we just like focused on those.
In sports news, the boys basketball team is looking to close out their season with a win in their final home game against Bowman Academy. In the postseason, the team has a bye week in the first round of sectionals and will face the winner of the East Chicago vs. Griffith game on March 7th in East Chicago. Fun fact, East Chicago's John A. Barato Fieldhouse is the second largest high school basketball arena in the nation, with a capacity of 8,054. In fact, 10 of the top 12 largest high school field houses in the U.S. are located right here in Indiana.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Black Student Union representation. Today with me I have Angel, Truth, Annika, and Jamia, and we will be playing a game of charades, also known as Heads Up. Are you guys excited? Yeah! Okay, period.
All right, so I want to, give me a cool little sad part, maybe a little perm or something. Give me good. Come on, girl. Perm it up. Perm it up. Your hairstylist?
The topic is entrepreneur. Like, I'm guessing somebody that's
Scrub the scalp. You're not scrubbing. Get in there. Is it oil the scalp? You see this little.
She from back in the day?
You're not talking.
Okay, ready? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want
I want a little.
Oh.
You need to call Becky with the good hair.
Beyonce. You better call Becky with the good hair.
Okay, don't mama.
I left a note in the hallway. By the time you read it, I'll be far away.
From us to you, happy Black History Month.
I lose all control inside. It's over me, and I say I am so.
You say, I say, I do. Let's go.
No, I can't touch it. I'm gonna try.
Yes, you like potato. I like potato.
No, I don't get it.
Tomato.
Alright, sorry.
I
In
like
the building of
tomato.
library.
Potato.
Here on the project on
Chris can't sing.
Oh,
No. Sad boy ass stance. Sad boy stance.
That might break my heart. So,
Oh, look at you.
Damn, you should be up here dancing. Security! Get her!
Then we must part. And oh, if we ever part, then that might break my heart.
Don't do it!
So if you go for oysters and I'll go for oysters, I'll order oysters and cancel the oysters. For we know we need each other, so we
Oh my gosh, I'm
False allegations!
You dance like a ballerina. Going like this. What is this?
and you say neither.
The team hopes to. I was doing good!
Ooh, doggy. She's gotta have some stuff in there.
Tomato. Let's go.